Hello, Pisces. It's time for your April update. We're going to start out with an oracle card and see what kind of energy you're working with here in the second half of April. We have nourish, feed your body, mind, and spirit. So it could be that maybe you've been feeling drained, or maybe, especially in the first half of the month, just, I want to say zapped. You've been feeling zapped. So for some of you, that feels like sparks of energy or bursts of energy, and then just feeling drained after that. And then you have a burst of energy, and then you're just tired and you don't have the focus that you would normally have. So here in the second half of April, it's all about taking care of your body and your energy, eating the right foods, letting yourself nap if that's what your body needs to do, giving yourself a break and not putting so much pressure on yourself. Let yourself just be. Be in the moment. If you can get outside and enjoy the sun, do that. Let the energy of the sun reinvigorate your cells. You are in the process of transformation. And I'm feeling that with these fruits on this tree, they're in different states of growth. So you're going through a growth spurt energetically, spiritually. And you just need to let that happen. Trying to fight it is just going to drain you. Your body and your energy is going to do what it's going to do until it's through this. So don't beat yourself up if you've been feeling more tired. Pay attention to that. Learn what your body is asking for, what your soul is asking for right now. If you need to take a 4 hour nap after work, take the 4 hour nap. Give yourself permission to heal. You deserve that. Now let's see what kind of tarot messages we have that can help support you over this second half of the month. Starting with the Five of Wands, and then we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Okay, my initial read of these cards is you are all up in your head. You've been facing or will be dealing with some stressful situations here if you can't relax, if you can't let go of the doubts and the fears. I feel like you can overcome it, but you're second guessing yourself a lot here, probably because your energy is low. So there's this sense of worry, of doubt, and you may be taking it out on others around you too. So let's see what each card has. The Five of Wands we're starting out with. Now, fives in general can be about conflict, chaos, complications. They challenge you. Wands are a fire element, so this is about passion, vitality, boldness, vivacious, action, taking action. Five of Wands can be about competition. So you may be trying to compete with an old version of yourself, or this could be a competition at work or in something that you're passionate about that you love to do. And you may be frustrated because now all these other people want to be involved too, but there's a certain role or a certain project or something that you want to be doing and you want a role in it, but you have to compete for it. And your energy is low. So there's a sense of aggravation and you want to come out on top, but you have all these other people to work with and they seem to have more energy than you do. The key here is to take that step back, take a deep breath, focus as much as your energy is going to allow. Don't try to push yourself over it because that's when you can make mistakes. You don't have to do things at the same pace that everybody else is doing them. You need to do them at the pace that works for you. And that might be what stands out. That might be what brings you above the competition. Because you're going to have, instead of trying to think up something fast in the moment that may not be practical, may not be right for whatever this is, you're taking your time and you're making solid decisions. Lean into your intuition here too and come up with a solid plan, not a hurried plan, not a rushed plan. You want something that's well thought out and unique to you. Be you, be true to you in this, and that's how you're going to shine. Definitely don't overthink it. And then we have the 6 of Cups. So cups are about our emotions and our intuition, and the 6 of Cups is about reminiscing, about remembering possibly better times. Maybe when you were younger, maybe even a few years ago when you used to be able to do different things, but that's not where you're at now. So there may even be a sense of regret in there. But you should also know that is still a part of you. You have not lost that. You can't do things in maybe in the same way that you used to, but you still have that inspiration inside you. You still have that intuitive sense. You can still be that emotional rock for others. You may also be remembering somebody that was your emotional rock, that really influenced and inspired you in how you interact with others on an emotional level. And that might bring up more inspiration for you because you might recognize, oh, that's right. I remember when they were in a similar situation and yet they were still very nurturing. They were still very present. They were still there for me while at the same time taking time for themselves. They couldn't do things the same way, but they could still be there and hold space. That kind of stuff here. And then we're at the 9 of Swords. This is a card of anxiety, nightmares, getting all up in your head. It's a card about fear. So there's changes going on, no doubt about it. There are changes going on, and it is natural to have fear. It is natural for our psyches, if you will, to try to throw up roadblocks and things to prevent you from moving forward because the future's scary. The unknown is scary. And it's okay to have that fear, but don't let it overcome you. Don't let it rule your decisions or your life. Acknowledge that that fear is there. Stare it in the face and then walk by it if you can. You can also seek help. I recommend that. I've done that. Sometimes you just got to talk it out with somebody to work past it so that you can keep growing and keep moving on. And then we're moving to the 5 of Swords, another 5, this time swords, which is about communication, our words. So here you want to be aware of the fact that there could be miscommunication. There could be challenges around communication. Maybe somebody broke their phone. I did this recently. And for some reason, phone calls are not coming through to their phone. So they're not purposely missing calls. They're just not getting them. It is Mercury retrograde too, at least through the 24th of this month, but then there's a shadow period. So challenges with communication is a very strong possibility here. Also around technology, things like phones, computers, or cars. So just be aware of that. Have this awareness or, self-awareness around how you're communicating and making sure you're getting clarity on things. And maybe not signing any new contracts right now unless you very thoroughly read them and ask a lot of questions and make sure you have a full understanding of what's going on before you sign. So this is more of a just be aware of this possibility for miscommunication and handle that. Take steps to overcome that ahead of time so you can push through. I like that. And then we have the 8 of Swords. Again, this is about fear and anxiety. Swords are great for this. Letting our outdated beliefs, things like that, the feeling like they're holding us back. We're trapped by our own thoughts. But the point of the Eight of Swords is that you're not actually trapped. You just think that you're stuck. But the reality is you have the freedom of movement. You have the freedom to step outside and around them. It's just a facade. So this could also be what's coming through is the words of someone else may not be, it might just be a facade. They're putting up a front. So you may want to reach out to a friend or family member or somebody who's you sense that there's more going on than what they're showing. They may be saying everything's great, everything's fine, we're perfect over here. But you, with your intuition, can sense that there's something wrong. And you might want to go sit down with them and help them process it and help them step around and step out of that energy. They may just need somebody to talk to, somebody to hash it out with, or what is the word? Just to listen, somebody to just listen to them. This does not feel, for most of you, this feels like somebody else who just needs your presence, just needs you to hold space for them. And that is something that you do have the energy to do. Don't take on their emotions, just hold that space and let so that allow them to pour it out, not into you, onto you, but to pour it out of themselves, to release that energy so they can that up and see their way through their problem. That's very strongly coming through there. And on the back of the deck, yeah, it's probably a family member that you're going to need to help here or will be helping here. The 10 of Cups. This is a happy family card. This is a card of success, of joy, of love, so much love of friends and family. Absolute confidence in that. Solid, really solid connections in that way. These are people that will absolutely help you out through this, that will let you bounce this off of them, but you need to be aware or just communicate with them. Look, I am stressed. I am experiencing some anxiety, and I am sorry if my words are sharp, but I am willing to work through that. But I need your feedback and your support as I move through this time, which is going to help you a lot. And then also puts you in a strong position here to help this other person, this other family member or friend. A lot of support, a lot of love here for you and with you. And that's what I have for you, Pisces, for the second half of April. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.